We're live.
We're live?
Yep, we're ready.
Okay. All right. At this time, we will call to order the meeting of the Suffern Central Board of Education meeting for June 22nd, 2020. Let the record reflect all board members are present virtually. Executive session, as we've done with these virtual meetings, we took executive before this. I will read into the record the executive session motion. The chair will entertain a motion to go into executive session for the purposes of reviewing with the acting superintendent of schools individual contracts and stipends for the 2020-2021 school year. I will also make mention that our conversation in executive is not complete. So after this meeting is adjourned, we will be going back to exec to finish that conversation. Okay. All right. So please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, Larry, is that you that I hear when I'm doing that? Larry?
Maybe it was.
No, no, it's like perfect because I have found with the pledge, especially like virtually, everybody's on their own timing. But I kept hearing you, and that was good. It was good for pacing.
Well, you're very welcome.
Thank you. Okay. Acting superintendent comments?
I just want to thank the public again for their tremendous support of the 2021 budget.
Okay, thank you. Public participation, this is on action items only. Heather, do you have any emails to read?
I don't.
Okay. We'll move to action items. The action items 2.01 through 2.04. At this time, does anybody wish to pull any action items from the consent agenda? No? Okay, well, I am going to pull item 2.03. So I will ask for a consent agenda for action items 2.01, 2.02, and 2.04. Do I have a motion?
Moved.
Was that Chris?
Yeah.
Second. Ms. Raymer? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those against? Any abstentions? Okay. Action item 2.03, resolution. This is the appointment of law firm for SEA versus Board of Ed 035766. Do I have a motion?
Moved.
Mr. McKenzie, is there a second?
Moved.
Mr. Shapiro, discussion. Is there any discussion on this resolution? Anybody have any comments? No. Okay. I am just going to say that while there are precedents that might be set that I do agree may be problematic. At this point, I personally don't agree with this appeal, and I would let this one ride out. So I just wanted to say that before my vote, and just put that out to the public. If anybody has anything else they'd like to add, please do so. Otherwise, we can vote. Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay. All those. Could the ayes go again?
Aye. Aye.
Okay, so I got Shapiro, Nick Pond, Don.
Aye.
Okay. All those against?
Nay.
Okay, motion passes. Okay.
What was Melissa's vote?
I thought Melissa was an aye.
No, I didn't vote yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I heard sorry, I thought I heard you as an aye.
What were you, Matt?
I was a nay.
Then I'm a nay.
And I'm a nay.
Hold on. Okay, sorry. I was having trouble hearing everybody. Let me back up a sec.
Okay.
The yeas, I have Mr. Shapiro, Dr. Nick Pond, Mr. Cairns, and Mr. McKenzie. The nays, I have myself, Mr. Donnelly, and Ms. Reamer.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. I'm sorry, Melissa. I thought I heard your voice before. Okay. So the yeas have it. The motion passes. And we will move on to board member comments. I don't know if anybody has any. If you do, raise your hand. Mr. Donnelly.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I too would like to thank the voters for their strong support in passing our budget by a 72% margin. I think a statement was made by the voters indicating to us that they want a strong, healthy school district with programs for all our children. It registered strongly in my mind, and I will continue to fight for everything that you're paying for. And I thank you, truly thank you for the support. I'd also like to thank our financial department, Steve, Teresa, the rest of the crew. You did a tremendous job. I know you sat down, and I think there was a time, there's been 5 budgets before we got to one. A lot of work went into that. I just want to acknowledge your effort, and I truly thank you for your time and the effort. It didn't go unnoticed. Also, I'd like to recognize John Palmer on letting us know the conditions of the roofs and how important it was for us to get these things straightened out. We don't have leaks. We don't have additional problems down the road. And the fact that we're going to get 60 years out of our roofs, it's just tremendous. And then I'd also like to thank my supporters that gave me another shot to get in here, because I know I'm not the easiest guy to understand when I speak. And I just want to say to my critics, I'm going to try to speak a little more that you can understand me, and maybe you'll get a better feel for what I'm about. But I thank you all, my critics. This is America. Some of you will never vote for me, but that's fine too. I just appreciate everything that we've done for this district, and we're going to keep it going strong. Thank you all.
Thank you, Tom. Paul?
Yes, I'd like to echo Lee's words and also Tommy's words, and thanking the Suffern Central community for coming out to support the budget and Proposition 2. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting Tom. It's great to come close to about 6,000 ballots that were returned. I'll have something else to say maybe at another date because I want to be positive tonight. But we really need to continue to have a strong voter turnout. It's extremely important. This is a privilege. Of all the privileges that we have as a citizen of this nation, voting is something that we can actually speak our mind about. I'm glad that we had a lot of people come out. I want to thank everyone who supported us, all those people who put out the signs, and I hope that they're all picked up by now because it's been almost a week, even though we didn't get the results until Thursday. But please, let's get all those signs. And for all those people who are running in the primary, as soon as that primary is over, let's pick up those signs. Of all the pet peeves that I have in the world, and you can ask my wife, that's one of them. You really have to get rid of those signs once it's over. But anyway, thank you. And thank you for returning me to the board because I really enjoy working with the six people who are here with me. We actually get along fairly well. We're like brothers and one sister. And there are times when we may annoy each other a little bit, but that's what happens in families. And we've kind of become a nice little family here. And I appreciate the 6 people that I work with. And I really I'm looking forward to working with you for the next three years. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Any other board members wish to speak? Melissa?
I said last meeting that I really wanted to thank Robert Romanowski and Heather Campbell for all the work that they did on the election. This year was pretty difficult as far as election goes with the mail-in ballots and the problems that everybody had across the board with the printers and the ballots coming from the printer that was upstate New York, and they mailed the ballots straight from there. So they didn't come to the school district and get mailed out. They actually went directly from the printer. And then there was another bunch of ballots that had to get hand delivered by the school district and then held and counted and locked away and just an amazing job by Robert Romanowski, who doesn't even live in the school district and is one of the most honest, honorable people I've ever met in my life. I'm lucky to have a friendship with him. I've learned so much about all different things from Robert Romanowski. So working with him and Heather and just learning all kinds of stuff about election stuff is just amazing. So thank you to both of you for everything you do and everything you give, and 100%. And all those hours, I call him and he's at the school district. He just works crazy amounts of hours. So I just want to thank both of you because I have 100% confidence in that vote. And thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments? Mr. McKenzie?
Yeah, I'd also like to thank Mr. Romanowski and Ms. Heather Campbell and all of the volunteers that we had for the election and the election staff. It was a very well-run election, and it wasn't easy. There was 6,000 ballots, cast to the mail. They got to open those envelopes up, flatten out the ballots, send them through the machine. It was a very long and arduous process, and I'm glad that they were able to get through it. And I'd like to thank the community for coming out and voting. And I would also like to say congratulations to Tom and Paul on their victory. Here's for the next 3 years.
Okay, thank you. Chris?
Oh, yeah, I'd just like to echo the sentiments expressed previously. I want to thank the voters for coming out. I want to thank the voters for supporting the budget. I want to congratulate Tom and Paul. I look forward to working with you guys the next several years. And you know, I also want to thank the administration, the business administration in particular, John Palma. Remarkable job that everyone did in a time of uncertainty. And I think, you know, it's not an easy job to do, but it was made 100 times more difficult because of the situation. And I want to just acknowledge everyone's extra efforts and everyone's extra work. And that includes the election staff as well. I want to echo the gratitude that everyone else has said before. Really stellar job done by everyone. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Don, last man standing.
Congratulations to Tommy and Paul. I'm glad that the number 2 in particular went through with regard to LED lighting and the solar panels and so forth as we move the district forward. It was an unusual election. I think, as Paul said, with 6,000 votes mailed, who are mailed in, when there's 20,000 people who had the opportunity to take that right to vote. So I think it's one for the history books. It's over. The community has spoken, and we look forward to another year of all the brothers and one sister, okay, working together for the district.
All right, thank you. Let's close this portion and go to public participation. Melissa, you have your hand up?
Congratulations to Tommy and Paul. I forgot to say.
Okay, thank you. Public participation on any district-related matters. Heather, do you have anything to read?
No, I don't.
Nope. Okay. Acting Superintendent, closing comments.
Just thank you again, everyone who made this election who made this election happen, and you know, continue the support for our students.
All right. Thank you very much. At this time, we'll make a motion to adjourn. And as I said previously, we'll return to exec to finish our conversation on our individual contracts and stipends. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Moved.
Mr. McKenzie? Second?
Second.
Mr. Cairns? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? All right, thank you. This meeting is adjourned. We will see everybody on July 7th, reorg meeting in the beginning of the new school year. So look forward to that, and we will see you all then. And we'll let you know if it's going to be virtual or in person when the time gets closer. Thank you.